Greetings and welcome back to my channel for another video. Happy Friday to one and to all. Perhaps it is Saturday, depending upon where you are on the globe. In normal fashion, I always say, give yourselves a round of applause for making it through into another day, because unfortunately there are many that have not and will not, as you see in this here video. Unfortunately, and there was a story yesterday, a heartbreaking story, and I'll cover that in a later video, in reference to a family that perished just outside of New York, actually the Hudson River. There are many people speaking about that. And as far as it relates to tragedy in the skies, this year alone, 2025, there are a lot of people asking questions. There are a lot of people quite nervous. And something just came across my timeline again. I pushed it aside, but it's in reference to the real IDs. And for those of you who may not know what that is a deadline, which is May the 7th, I believe, for the real ID and for certain things. Again, to your own independent, thorough, meticulous research. The real ID is needed, so it's said, to be able to travel, U.S. travelers rather, and to access certain federal facilities. Again, I don't know all of the ins and outs of that, but I do believe, and again, I could be wrong, so if I am, please don't hesitate in letting me know. If you have a passport, that should suffice. But for those who don't, you may want to check into the real IDs. Again, the deadline for those are said to be May the 7th of this year, 2025. So, earlier today is Friday, of course, April the 11th, 2025, and at approximately 10:20 a.m., a small Cessna 310 aircraft, and this is really hard to, all of these stories are hard to go through, but unfortunately, this is a part of life, and we've seen this at the beginning of the year, and I don't see these stories ceasing at any time. So, 10:20 a.m., a Cessna 310 aircraft heading towards Tallahassee International Airport unfortunately did not make it, and all three on board were lost. And one in their vehicle was injured. And according to reports, and again, you can do your own research, there were no life-threatening injuries. Again, this occurred in Boca Raton, Florida, and it is said that some witnesses felt a building shake. So you can almost tell that the velocity of this tragic incident was extremely severe. Now, the FAA, which is the Federal Aviation Administration, and the NTSB, the National Transportation Safety Board, they have a lot of work on their hands. Let us go back real quickly and remember, I need to remember, it was January either the 28th or the 29th where the first major incident occurred in Washington with the helicopter and plane. And I'm not even sure if they've completed that investigation. But keep in mind, a lot of people spoke about DEI and things of that nature. And I do not want to unalive a horse, but that begs to ask the question now. All of these incidents pointing towards DEI, are these aircraft before they set out? Are they being inspected, or are we just having these horrible incidents that continue to occur? Again, Boca Raton, Florida. This morning, 10:20 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, a small Cessna 310 aircraft heading towards Tallahassee International Airport unfortunately did not make it, and the three on board were lost. One in the vehicle in the car, which allegedly, apparently, drove through the I'll just say aftermath of the incident, was injured. This is a developing story. Again, please, everyone, be safe, be well, be healthier. This is not fear mongering, it's just keeping you aware that things that people enjoy. And because it's April, we're coming up on the heels of May already. We have a lot of tourists and a lot of people who enjoy doing these things. Actually, one of the things on my bucket list was to fly one of these small planes. I haven't written that off, and I'm not going to. Again, just be aware. If you like this video and any other videos, please let me know by giving it a thumbs up and any comments you may have. Again, there is another horrible story where an entire family was lost as their helicopter was on a sightseeing excursion, if you will. All were lost. Again, this happened yesterday in New York, and that ended tragically in the Hudson River. Again, until next video, be well.